Hello everybody, welcome to the real Clantis tutorials, which soon is going to become Clantis. That is something that you need to know, that I am changing my YouTube channel name to match my YouTube channel handle at Clantis. So I'm doing away with the real as well as tutorials. So it's no longer going to be the real Clantis tutorials, but Clantis. So I thought, let me re-emphasize that so that you do not get confused one day and you click on my channel and you see Clantis and you're like, no, I'm looking for the real Clantis tutorials. No, that will no longer be the case. But in today's vlog, today's Saturday, the 15th of October 2022, and this makes this vlog a vlogtober 2022 day 15. So now we are starting the second 2 weeks of the month, and so that's going to be very exciting, because at this point in time many YouTubers, I can tell that they're exhausted, but they are still pushing because we committed to this. We committed to vlogtober 2022, and some have dropped out. Some are now uploading rarely, meaning like they are uploading maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, which is not a problem at all. You can choose however way you want to do your vlogtober. So it's not necessarily a must that you vlog every single day for 31 days, even though the idea is to vlog from day 1 to day 31st of October. Now that we have covered that, today it's a very busy day because I am late with a true crime video that I'm supposed to have started researching. So I'm sitting in front of my laptop right now. I am researching my next, not this Sunday, possibly even this Sunday, I'm not sure, because I'm kind of like very interested in this because I'm very interested in this true crime that I am currently researching. I think I can tie it in with Halloween because it involves Satanism, it involves sadisticness, it involves narcissism, it involves all kinds of mental health complications. So I thought, maybe this is a case I can drop tomorrow on Sunday, because I drop true crime videos on Sunday. We'll see about that. So let me show you what true crime I'm working on, and you get to see the process that I do with all my true crime videos, so you get to understand the work behind and compiling a video together and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, let's do this. Well, as you can see, I'm doing the Krugersdorp killers. Actually, it is Krugersdorp, is it satanic? I think it's satanic killers. So here they're just making it respectful, and so I'm going to watch this particular trial, because this is a trial that is going to give, in fact, this is the part of the trial that is going to give me the information I need for the video. With the research that I've been doing thus far, there's not much that's being said about these people's background. Yes, there is a background, but it's so minute that I'll have to decide whether I'm going to include these backgrounds on my video. But it is something that I guess I will have to decide what to do. So this is the trial. Oh, I just realized that the volume is not, because I'm wearing earphones. So let me just give you about maybe 30 seconds of the cross-examination of this witness, the one that you are seeing. I think her name is Cecilia Stain, the mastermind behind all the satanic Krugersdorp killing or murders. So yeah, she was just asked about forex, if she understood that it is a volatile market, and she said she's aware.
Goes up and down. And who would take the loss for the fluctuation? So if he told you that there was a huge loss, you would just accept it.
He makes it up pretty quickly, but he didn't have many losses in his trading.
But this was a continuing payment since 2012 to your account from account number 1.
Yes. There's also continuous loans
But
from 2012.
there's no paper trail for the loans, also no paper trail from his side to indicate to you the amount you gave me here, I put on the forex market, this was the loss or the gain.
Okay, without boring you guys that much, I'm just showing you guys what I'm busy with behind the scenes and how I compile my true crime. So of course this trial was live, as you can see, with the live chat. We have gone to a point in our
Miranda.
recent years, we now see cameras inside like high profile cases or cases that shock the nation, and we want to follow the trial and hear the real reason behind why the perpetrator did what they did, and what happens thereafter. And then we have like discussions on social media, and of course you will have Twitter lawyers making their own inputs. And then at the end of the day, of course, it is the court that decides the fate of the accused rather than the public. In South Africa, if you didn't know, you can make as much noise as you want towards a court. The court will not hear you. The courts in South Africa are not influenced by public opinion, but by facts, and then they apply the law on the facts. That is all. So if you ever see an accused and then you are all emotional about it, and then you go to the South Gauteng High Court, which is the Johannesburg High Court, or the North Gauteng High Court, which is the Pretoria High Court, or the Western Cape High Court, that is not going to help you making noise, dancing, screaming, shouting, and all. The judges will not hear you. Irrespective of what you say, they will not hear you. What they are interested in is the facts, and then what does the law say about the facts, and then they apply the law, and therefore they make a decision. That's how it goes. Not you making noise outside. They are not influenced by outside opinion or public opinion for that matter. So anyways, I thought let me show you what I'm working on today, and as part of my vlog. Yeah, thank you for tolerating this portion of my vlog. But you're in court. But you are in court. So this lady is being asked about a trauma that she went through as a kid. This is Cecilia Stein, the mastermind. She's being asked by the prosecutor about a trauma she suffered at a young age. And so the court is asking her, basically the prosecutor is asking her to tell the court about that trauma, and she says, yeah, she did have a some kind of trauma when she was a kid, and so she refuses to answer the question. So unfortunately, when you are in court, you don't have that option of saying, no, I'm so sorry, I'm not going to answer that one. And no, to establish the person that you are and why we are here, you better tell us about your childhood and why we here. Because if you were seeing a psychologist as a kid, we want to understand, so that it also helps you as an individual to have a fair trial, in case all these what you're accused of, they are influenced by a mental health issue that now you are telling the court you don't want to talk about. So of course now the court is telling her, no, you got to answer this question. And she says, but it's got nothing to do with Satanism or what she's accused of. And the court is telling her, and this is the judge now, it's like, no, you better answer that question. We want to know what the trauma was about, and if you saw a psychologist, and what diagnosis you got as a result. So she eventually answered the question, and she said that she experienced child abuse, physical child abuse. She experienced other forms which I can't mention on the video for the purposes of not getting flagged by YouTube. And so she's very reluctant and very evasive, but she's dropping some few gems here and there for you to connect the dots. She's quite a smart woman, I must say. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So this lady that you are seeing walking to the stand is a second witness, murderer, and I'm calling her murderer because she is convicted, I think, for 11 life sentences and 100 years imprisonment at this point. So this woman, okay, I'll show you just now, because she's being sworn in. Sorry about the fan making noise, it's so hot here. So this woman, they will show her name just now, I hope so. So she's just relaying that she was asked how did she meet Cecilia. They met in the church in Krugersdorp. Crying out loud. So she's basically saying that she met this woman, Cecilia, at a church in Krugersdorp in 2008, and they only started speaking properly in January of 2010 or something like that, and they struck up a friendship. And as a result of that, Cecilia relayed to her that the reason why she decided to become a Christian is because she used to be a Satanist. And so to prevent herself from going back to Satanism or believing in Satanism religion, she's now participating as a Christian woman in this church. And so now and again she would also preach the word, I suppose, in this particular church. And she would talk about her story as a Satanist and things like that. And now this witness on the stand, she is saying that she was fascinated by her. So let's see how she got influenced by Cecilia. We are now 45 minutes and 40 seconds in of 1 hour 23 minutes long trial. So basically, she's saying that this woman, understand, she too is a high school teacher, and she managed to get Cecilia a job in the same school as herself, and so they became besties, so much so that they even moved in the same complex because of their friendship and how close they became. And but seemingly this woman, understand, I'll tell you what her name is, I just forgot what her name, but they will show her name. She became obsessed with Cecilia. Now I'm not quite sure obsessed romantically or obsessed in terms of mentorship or inspirational. I'm thinking maybe there's an underlining situation going on here, but hey, what do I know? Miranda Stain, that is the name, convicted manager of an enterprise. Imagine this, these people are so well off. I'm sorry, she was not a teacher, this one. So basically she's saying that Cecilia and herself used to go to the same high school, but they never spoke to each other back then. So Cecilia was the one that said, hey, you and I used to go to high school together. And she was like, oh, I didn't know that. And so resulting with them striking up a friendship and blah, 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 blah. As you can see, guys, she's wearing prison clothes. These are prison clothes because she was already convicted. She's convicted for 11 life sentences and 100 years in prison. She was found guilty for the murder of 11 people. And this woman involved 2 of her children. Her firstborn was sentenced to 25 years in prison. The reason why he was sentenced to 25 in prison is because he plea bargained with the state. Basically, a plea bargain is where you go, it's where the state approaches you and say, listen, if you tell us the truth, like confess the truth, and then you testify against accused number what, then we will reduce your sentence. He's 22 years old, and they said we will we'll only give you 25 years if you told the truth. So of course he took the plea bargain, and then he testified against his mother, the one that is on the stand, as well as his sister, who got I think she got 8 life sentences and 109 years in prison. So she got 9 years extra from her mother. So he was sentenced to 25 years. So basically this woman, what she had done, the reason why she's on the stand is to testify against Cecilia, who that means Cecilia, this woman, and 2 of her kids, as well as a guy, I think his name is Jared or Jason. They went to the pastor's house. Now this is the pastor of the church they met, and they murdered him. They murdered the pastor. They stabbed him 77 times and strangled him while being stabbed to death. Jesus, some people, come on. So now this is the trial now for Cecilia of that pastor. But anyways, let me leave it here. Now you know what I do when it comes to true crime. I watch the trials. After watching the trials, then I go read up newspaper articles about the case, and then after that I watch if there's more documentaries where probably they speak to these convicts individually, which is always great because I get to hear when they grew up, what their backgrounds are, when their birthdays, and so then, because I like the zodiac sign part of it, because I want to know which zodiac sign is the most dangerous on the planet. And thus far there are 2, Scorpios and Geminis. Y'all are sick. Anyways, guys, so I will leave it right here and continue my work because I'm still compiling this true crime story. If you are subscribed to the Iron Bars, then you will see it there. And and then you'll get to hear the full story. All right. So that is the end of that testimony by Miranda. She's sick. This woman is sick, and I understand why she's got 11 life sentences and 100 years in prison, because she says that she enjoyed the killing because of the adrenaline pump or something like that. She says she got influenced by Cecilia because she believed that Cecilia was the chosen one, and so whatever Cecilia said, it directly came from God. Now, tell me something. How is it possible that a person who is a converted Satanist, then suddenly now God comes? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm so sorry if this may come offensive, because I usually don't like talking religion because it's one of the most volatile topics to talk about. But now let's just use our brains for a second here. You are a former Satanist, meaning that you believe in Satan, and because of some reason you decide to repent. I know there are people going to throw in some Bible scriptures at me for what I'm about to say, but I'm finding it a little bit difficult to understand how is it possible one day you were a Satanist and now God comes to you and speaks to you about, hey, we need to kill. So God instructs you to kill. God instructs you to kill. Satan never instructed you to kill before, because up until she became a Christian, she never murdered anybody. I'm talking about Cecilia here. She never murdered anybody. No, there is no records that says that she would hear Satan's voice ordering her to go or instructing her to kill people for whatever reason. Now that she's a Christian, she's hearing the voice of God. Now, I know that some people are gullible, and of course Miranda, clearly she is very, very gullible woman to believe that a former Satanist hears the voice of God, and the voice of God instructs her to murder people. God instructs. God gives life. God is love, as far as I understand the whole concept of God. Not to cause pain, harm, and all of that, because at the end of the day, when you kill somebody, you are not only killing that individual and causing them pain. That individual has a slew of other people behind him or her who are going to be left behind with pain, excruciating pain of their loved one having been murdered in such a horrid way, like how they did it. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but it makes no sense. Now, this Miranda woman says she followed Cecilia because Cecilia was able to talk to God, and God would instruct her to do things like the murder of the pastor, the murder of a lawyer, and a state agent who were members of their own church. How does God says, okay, there are some members of the church that worship me that I want you to kill for me? Now, you must not kill these people by yourself. You need to collect X, Y, Z, and whoever, and then take these individuals out. God instructing her to do that, together with this group of people, 6 of them all in all. And the funny part about this whole thing, these whole 6 people, they are professionals. They got great jobs. Amongst them, you have like accountants, you've got lawyers, you've got teachers, you've got people in big professions, and yet they are so gullible because of one individual who came and said, hey guys, I'm a reformed Satanist and I hear the voice of God, and God says I'm gonna choose you, and you to come and kill along with me. What? Make it make sense to me, guys. Make it make sense, because I think I'm just saying something and I'm not understanding myself as well of what I'm saying, because this whole thing doesn't make sense. So I am reducing some of the work that I have found so far about this case, and now I am compiling that information that I have found thus far into my script that I'm busy writing right now. Just to show you, I don't know if you can see it right there. And thus far it's interesting because I am now 1,385 words in, and so yeah, it's quite interesting. Usually the beginning of the case, it excites me because it's introductory. All these 1,385 words that I've done thus far is introduction. I haven't gotten into the merits and the crux of the case just yet. So that's one of the things that I love about true crime, because as a person who loves writing and putting together essays as well as anything that I need to write, I love it, and this gives me excuse of writing that. So one of the things, you can just listen on what I'm typing here. Michaela did not object to joining the church, let alone had a problem with engaging in the activities of her husband's church. You will have to watch the video for you to understand what I just wrote there. Very interesting and important part of this case about this Michaela woman. So yeah, guys, I'm excited. I hope I hope this video is not boring. I hope this vlog is not boring you, because all I'm doing today, I'm not going out. I'm not going to be showing you anything else except me sitting on my desk here and writing this script for my true crime channel. So I don't know. That's day 15, I suppose, of vlogtober. But thank you if you're still around. You are definitely a soldier if you're still watching to this point, and I'm very grateful to you and your support, your love. Your boy appreciates you. Thank you. No, today I'm not showing you my exercises. I'm not going to be doing any TikTok dance stuff. There, I was just being funny. Not like being funny per se. I did say that in between my sessions, I like to dance, just so to keep my body moving, because once I stop, that's it, session over. So that is why I keep moving. I would dance, do whatever it is that I do. You can join my Instagram as well at the Real Clantis Tutorials. I am doing some very interesting reels there. Very interesting reels. I'm sure you will enjoy yourself. Some of you think that I'm a comedian in the making, or I'm a comedian in the hiding, or I'm a comedian. If you really want to see how comic I am, go to my Instagram at the Real Clantis Tutorials and watch some of the reels. You will see in my, is it dash, what do you call that thing where you, yeah, you'll see the shelf, some funny things that I try to do. I just started recently doing those things, and seemingly people are liking, and I'm enjoying creating those videos as well. So when I come back, I will close this vlog, because I think I'm gonna close the vlog. I should be done with the first part of scripting this video by 6 p.m. Hopefully this vlog will be up by 8. Yesterday I said by 8, what, 11? Day 14 ended up being uploaded after midnight. So yeah, those are the joys of being a vlogist in October. So yeah, I'll see you later. Yo, what's up guys? So I want to close this vlog right here. So I just finished doing 3 parts of 4 of my true crime video script, and I just finished now. It is now, what time is it? If you see there over my shoulder, wait, it is it 9? Oh, 5 to 9. There we go, right there behind me. It is 5 to 9, meaning I just finished, and I did end up taking my work to bed because, not like I slept, I didn't sleep. I was compiling the court case that I was hearing. You guys saw when we were in court, and then I started reading newspaper articles to get to know the perpetrators even more and the victims. And it's a sick case, sick case. So after that, then I'm just compiling. There's a last part that is left. Now I'm just doing I'm done with the crimes that they've committed, the people they have, and now it is when they are caught, how they were caught, and then we bring in the trial, what was said, how they were sentenced, and stuff like that. So I should be done if I continue by maybe 3 a.m. because I want to finish this and edit it. I think this one is very important that I release it tomorrow. Something about that case, something is telling me release that case tomorrow and postpone the one that's supposed to come out tomorrow for next week. It's a very interesting one. Yeah, I know that next week will still be October and closer to Halloween, but I want to bring this one closer. I don't know, I'm just so fascinated by it, and I hope you would be too. I hope you will also, if you are subscribed to the Iron Bars. Please, if you are easily triggered by graphic descriptions of crime, do not subscribe to my channel, please. I do not want to be responsible for your breakdown or whatever that might happen to you emotionally, psychologically, and all that stuff. Please don't. I would rather have people who can stomach these sort of details that are described. So anyways, let me close this vlog right here, but let me show you how I moved everything to my bedroom. It's a little bit of a chaos in there. Let me show you, then I'll just close the vlog. So, okay, I was working in the dark, so let me just switch on the lights. Here I am. Till today was hot, people. I had to keep the fan nearby. And I am here. Okay, that went off. So that is, I was using this box as my desk. I also have this TV, what do you call this? Is it a shelf? TV stand shelf. I just wanked it out and I put the computer on top so that it doesn't burn my thighs, because I had this on top of my thighs because the laptop, the fan gets really hot, so I had to do that. That YouTube box was also part of the whole desk. So this is where I was working from, and yeah, so now I need to go make food. After making food, continue. So yeah, that is my Saturday vlogtober, day 15. Let's keep doing this, guys. It's going to pay off to many of us. If you are monetized, continue doing it. Push it for another 5 days. If you're feeling like you're getting punctured, just push for another 5 days. After that, then you can decide whether you want to continue all the way to the 31st or this is enough. Please don't put pressure on yourself. If you're just going to start your vlogtober, go ahead and start. Let's support each other on this journey. It's very important. Please do find new YouTubers that are still below the 1,000 subscriber mark. Please subscribe to their channels. They do need you, and so you can assist them to grow on the platform. If you're not going to subscribe, watch their videos from the beginning to the end. You are not going to help them grow. The algorithm is quite tough, especially with long form videos. That is why I am pushing you to continue creating shorts. If you have not started creating shorts, please create shorts so that your YouTube channel gets the chance to experience similar attention as your shorts are, because shorts now, they do recommend your long form videos. If you're a new YouTuber, start with shorts, get familiarized with the camera, get comfortable in front of the camera by using shorts, and then from there you can move to long form videos. Currently, you do have a leeway to create vlogs. Other than that, I do discourage vlogs when you are starting out, because who knows you? Who knows you to be interested in what you do in a day, what you eat in a day? Find a niche that you are going to push. Yes, vlogging will be a part of your YouTube journey at some point when you have built yourself a community. I'm not saying don't do it. If you think vlogging is something that you want to do, then okay. But just know that you're going to find very difficulty in climbing that the YouTube ladder, especially trying to trigger the YouTube algorithm to promote your vlogs. But find something. I'm sure, I don't know, maybe you went to school for something. Talk about it. If you have a profession in whatever, talk about it. Bring it as your niche. Start there. Teach us. Whatever. If you're talented with skits, then create skits. Let's see you making us laugh, okay? So guys, let me say goodbye. I'm closing this vlog right here, day 15 of vlogtober. Let me see you on day 16. I'm not quite, day 16, you know it's Sunday. Definitely, I will be doing my face. I saw a lot of people asking me to do another story time while I'm doing my face. So definitely there will be a story time while I'm doing my face tomorrow. So if you are interested, go ahead and wait for day 16 of vlogtober video or vlog, and let's have fun. Thank you all for your support. Love you much. Bye.